those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time.
Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about training splits again. Quite a few questions on what do I do after the beginner full body workout? Where do I go from there if I want to do kind of move on to the next stage? So let me say this, I really like the full body workouts. If you're still a beginner, even intermediate, if you just want to stay in pretty good shape but really don't want to go to the gym more than 3 days a week, I would stick with full body. It's a great way to make sure you have enough volume, enough frequency, and that's really all you need to get in really good shape. So that said, some of you have said, hey, I'm getting really strong. I wish, I want to focus more on the individual body parts. I'm not able to get a good enough pump in certain muscle groups doing a full body. I'm at the gym too long. I'm in the gym 90 minutes long trying to do full body. All valid points. So we're going to talk today about what do you do next? Where do you go next, right? So the next phase of this, and you know how I feel about the bro split, so I'm not even going to talk about that right now. The next phase is usually an upper-lower split. Sorry, my marker's drying out here. It's usually upper-lower or a push-pull legs. So we're going to very quickly talk about sort of the positives and negatives of each, and a lot of it depends on what works best for you. So let's talk about the upper-lower split. Typically, the way this works is you divide up your total volume of the week into 4 workouts. Upper, lower, usually a day off, upper, lower. People usually do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, upper, lower, upper, lower. Nice, some of the points here, it's a nice mix of volume and frequency. You're still hitting the muscle groups 2 times a week, which we talked about is very important, having an increased frequency of hitting the muscle directly. But you get more volume with like your upper body, on your upper body day. People get better pumps. They like to focus a little bit more on a body part, so people tend to like that. More room for isolation. So if you feel like in the full body you just don't have enough time to do some isolation work, obviously you want to focus on the compounds, but this allows you to do that. So a couple of things that I find challenging. Overall, it's a great split, and it works well for a lot of people. For me personally, I found that the upper days were too much. Trying to fit it all in, doing back and chest and shoulders and arms. Something always got neglected. Now there's a few things you can do, maybe your first day is a little more back heavy, your second upper body day is a little more, chest and shoulder heavy, so you can do some things. I never got a great upper body work. I just always felt like too much, too rushed. So that was always a challenge for me. The other thing is, it is a little bit rigid. I mean, if you miss a day, you miss half your training volume for the week. So for me, sometimes I can't go 4 days a week, sometimes it's 3. So if I would do upper, lower, upper, and then I found I was constantly missing the second lower body session, missing a lot of volume for the week. So that was tough. And I just said compound over training. So for me, I like to focus on the compound movements. I just got beat up after a while. Where do you put deadlifts? Do you put them in the back day? Do you put them, the upper body day? Do you put them in the lower body day? Well, then you're also doing squats and this and that. I just got beat up and didn't really know where to fit deadlifts in. I love deadlifts, so I've tried this one a few times, and upper lower works great for a lot of people. But just for me, I prefer, let me turn around here, I preferred the push-pull legs. Now, a couple things on the push-pull legs. Well, first of all, what it is exactly how it sounds. A push, a pull, and a legs. It's basically upper body push, shoulders, triceps, chest, upper body pull, back, biceps, and legs. So the nice thing about this is it can be flexible. So you could do 3 or 6 days a week, right? Push-pull legs, you hit everything in only 3 days a week. Or you could do push-pull legs, day off, push-pull legs. So obviously some concerns there, right? If we're only doing 3 days a week, you're not going to get enough training frequency, and then you're back into the bro split situation. You're hitting body part once every 7 days. So that could be a challenge. And then on the 6-day a week way of doing that, that's just too much for most people. I can't consistently do 6 days a week, push-pull legs, push-pull legs. It's too much. So like I said here, there's a concern for too little versus too much. 3 days versus 6 days, it's a huge difference, right? And then, you know, let's see. So what else with this? So what I do, one of the things I like the best about push-pull legs is I feel like there is a little bit of leeway to kind of make a hybrid. So let me tell you guys what I do and how I make this work. So I do push, pull, legs, and then I add a 4th day of a whole body workout. So again, I do push, pull, legs. So this is often on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I'll take Thursday or Friday off. Maybe just Thursday, I don't know. And then Friday, it's a deadlift / whole body workout. So in that scenario, you're hitting every muscle group twice. So that's what I like to do. Now also some of the flexibility it gives you, let's say this week I could only go to the gym 3 times. So I just did push-pull legs. That's it. Next week I can probably go 6 times. So next week I might do push-pull legs, push-pull legs. So for me, I just found that there's a little more flexibility in the system. It also allows me, doing it my little hybrid way, to have a deadlift day. So on my push day, I do all the normal push stuff, bench press, shoulder press, all that stuff. On my pull day, I'll do T-bar rows, barbell rows, a vertical pulling movement. I won't do deadlifts. My leg day, I'll do normal leg day. And then when I come back for that whole body workout, it's built around the deadlift. So for deadlifts, right, it's gonna hit everything. Your entire posterior chain plus quadriceps. All I do after that is some overhead press and then maybe another chest movement. You've literally hit every body part. The other thing is it allows me to be able to focus on some of those compound movements a little bit more than this, right? So with the upper and lower, you do one compound movement. It's too much. It was too much for me. So with this, you know, I can really focus on squats. I could focus on bench press. I have a whole day to focus on deadlifts, but that's also contributing to my whole body workout. So kind of the best of both worlds. So I highly recommend this. Like I said, you could do the traditional 3 or 6 or sort of a hybrid type of deal. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm sure I forgot something. I was trying to make this video quick. And we'll see you on Saturday. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe.